Namo Buddhaya. Welcome back to Monks in the Morning from Colombo Dhamma Friends of Mahamevnawa. We're so happy that you could tune in today. It's wonderful to get to spend time with all of you. Can you remember the 3 knowledges we learned in the last episode? The 3 things that the Supreme Buddha was able to see and understand on the night of his enlightenment? The first one was the ability to remember his own past lives. Not just 1 or 2, many thousands and thousands of lives. And not just a little bit about those lives, but everything in detail. How about the second knowledge? It has to do with other people. It's the ability to see exactly how and why specific living beings are reborn according to the good and bad actions that they do. And the third? He was able to see that his own mind had become purified of all defilements and that he had attained enlightenment. This means that he no longer had greed, hatred, or delusion in his mind. We'll learn more about that quality of his mind today and how we can benefit from having the same kind of mind. We'll also chant the Angulimala Paritta in Pali and English, so get your chanting book ready, or click on the show notes link to follow along online. Now let's take the refuges and the precepts.
Sadhu, sadhu, sadhu. Namo tassa bhagavato arahato samma sambuddhassa. Namo tassa bhagavato arahato samma sambuddhassa. Namo tassa bhagavato arahato samma sambuddhassa. Buddhaṃ saraṇaṃ gacchāmi, Dhammaṃ saraṇaṃ gacchāmi, Saṅghaṃ saraṇaṃ gacchāmi, Dutiyampi buddhaṃ saraṇaṃ gacchāmi, Dutiyampi dhammaṃ saraṇaṃ gacchāmi, Dutiyampi saṅghaṃ saraṇaṃ gacchāmi, Tatiyampi buddhaṃ saraṇaṃ gacchāmi, Tatiyampi dhammaṃ saraṇaṃ gacchāmi, Tatiyampi saṅghaṃ saraṇaṃ gacchāmi. Sadhu, sadhu, sadhu. Say after me, I observe the precept of abstaining from killing beings. I observe the precept of abstaining from stealing. I observe the precept of abstaining from sexual misconduct. I observe the precept of abstaining from telling lies. I observe the precept of abstaining from taking intoxicating drinks and drugs. With the refuge of the noble triple gem, I observe these precepts for happiness in this life, for rebirth in heaven, to escape from the sufferings of samsara. May it help me. May it be a blessing. Sadhu, sadhu, sadhu.
Namo tassa bhagavato arahato samma sambuddhassa. Homage to the Blessed One, the Worthy One, the Supremely Enlightened One. Sadhu, sadhu, sadhu. Namo Buddhaya. And also my homage to my teacher, Most Honorable Kirivatgoda Jnanananda Mahathera. Dear children, in the previous program, we learned a nice Dhammapada stanza. The Dhammapada stanza is, noble people let go of desire for everything. They do not speak deceptively in order to gain pleasures and desires. Touched by happiness or unhappiness, the wise show no elation or depression. What's the meaning of it? Now let's learn the first stanza. Noble people let go of desire for everything. That means the wise people who practice the Dhamma, who delight in Nibbana, they let go of desire for things that gives them suffering in life. Everything means what? The things that is except Nibbana. The things that are not wholesome. Even the wholesome things they use like what? Even the Noble Eightfold Path, the Blessed One's disciples use like what? I'll teach you a nice simile today. Children, just imagine a person needs to cross a river from one end to the other end. From this shore to the other shore. So, to cross the river, what he should do? Either he should use a bridge or else a boat or a canoe. Now just imagine there is no bridge, no canoe. Then what should he do? If he can't swim also, what should he do? Then he go and find some wood and some foliages, some dry wood, and he will make a raft. And then he will tie it. And then he will cross the river from one end to the other end. So after he crossed the river, does he take the raft and keep on his head and go with that raft? Children, tell me. No. He will use that raft just to cross the river, being unattached to that as well. After he crossed the river, he leaves the raft in the river bank and go. In the same way, the Buddha's disciples practice the Buddha's teachings. Then in the Dhammapada stanza it says, they do not speak deceptively in order to gain pleasures and desires. So children, if you want something from your parents, don't talk deceptively. Just be honest. And don't have business deals with your parents. Okay, if I do this, you give me this. Okay, I will study only if you give me this. I will only study if you give me that. I will only study if you give me a smartphone. I will only study if you get me that. If you get me those shoes. I will only study if you send me Singapore or to Malaysia. Okay, I will only study if you get me that vehicle, that bike. So it's like you do good things for your benefit of your life by threatening your mother and father. speaking deceptively in order to gain pleasures and desires. So, don't have business deals with your parents. They gave life to you. Remember, that is unwholesome. Okay, I will do my examinations if you buy that for me. So, we shouldn't have those qualities, those bad qualities, children. Why? Those things are unwholesome, not suitable for a Buddha's disciple, suitable for unwise people. Then the Blessed One preaches, touched by happiness or unhappiness, the wise show no elation or depression. So whether they experience happiness or unhappiness, they don't show any overjoy. They don't get overjoyed, and there's no depression. But for you all, your parents promise, and if they have a hard time having money, if they are broke, if they can't buy things for you as they promised, how do you feel? Depressed. Therefore, children, don't have a defiled mind. Try to develop a undefiled mind. Undefiled mind means, you don't get depressed. Then you don't get overjoyed with the things that you get from your parents. And then you don't compare with your other friends. Sometimes you get something and then you show off. And then you compare yourself to others and you become proud. We can do these things until we are alive. After we die, what are we going to do? What could this dead body do for this? What could this dead body do for us? Nothing. Children, remember, we are here for a short period. We are here to attain Nibbana. We are here to get ourselves to be born in a good destination. After we leave this body, after we leave this human life, we should be born among the Devas who will preach Dhamma for us again. That's our responsibility. Don't just be sad for the things that you don't get from your parents. Be happy the things that you get from a Buddha. Be happy the things that you have already got from the parents. Always think about the things that you have already got from your parents. Don't always think the things that you have not got so far. The ones who are learning and listening to this Dhamma, they have got the supreme bliss. They have got the gift of the Buddha. The gift of a Buddha cannot be compared to anything in this world, children. That gift is developing an undefiled mind. That's what Buddha had. So, children, I hope you remember the stories we listened in the past programs. We learn about those boys when they were in Veranja. In the previous program we learned there was these boys in Veranja. When the monks gave some coarse food, they were sad. After the monks came to Savatnura, to Savatthi, the monks got delicious food. And when that food was given to those boys, those beggars, they started jumping, giggling, laughing and enjoying, fighting, swimming here and there, playing in the river. What happened? When you get gains, you can't bear it. When you lose, opposite of that, we will cry again and again. So that's why we should learn this Dhamma every day and practice this. So what's the Dhammapada stanza? Noble people let go of desire for everything. They do not speak deceptively in order to gain pleasures and desires. Touched by happiness or unhappiness, the wise show no elation or depression. So may you have the opportunity to have a life that does not show elation or depression to anyone, and live a peaceful life and develop an undefiled mind just as the Buddha did. Namo Buddhaya.
Paritta chanting. Angulimala Paritta. Turn to page 171 in your chanting book. The stanza we're about to recite was taught to the Arahant Angulimala by the Supreme Buddha. The first part of the chant is a traditional introduction, and the last part are the words that the Supreme Buddha actually spoke. It's one of a few Paritta chants that uses the power of truth as a way of offering protection. The Ratana Sutta and the Bojjhanga Suttas are similar in that they use the power of saying something absolutely true as a way to bring about protection in a situation. It's so rare to find things that are absolutely true in the world, but the Supreme Buddha's Dhamma and the goodness of the great Arahants are both things that are absolutely true, and calling these to mind is very powerful. Now let's recite these stanzas together.
Namo tassa bhagavato arahato samma sambuddhassa. Namo tassa bhagavato arahato samma sambuddhassa. Namo tassa bhagavato arahato samma sambuddhassa. Parittang bhanantassa nisinnattana dhovanang udakampi vinaseti sabbameva parissayang sothina gabhavuttanang yancha sadheti tankhane teras Angulimalassa Lokanathena bhasitang kappatai mahatejang parittang tang bhanamahe. Even the water that is used to wash the seat which Araham Angulimala sat on and recited this Paritta, that water can end all sufferings. If a pregnant mother suffers from any pain, she will be well and be strong enough to stand instantly. Now we shall recite that very powerful Paritta taught by the Buddha to Araham Angulimala, which will hold its power for an aeon. Yato hang bhagini ariyaya jatiya jato nabhijanami Santicca panang jivita voropeta tena saccena sothite hotu sotti gabbhasati. Sister, from the day I was born in the noble birth which leads to supreme Nibbana, from that day on, I am not aware of myself killing any living beings deliberately. By this truth, may you be well. May the delivery of your child be peaceful. Etena saccena suvatti hotu. By this truth, may there be well-being. Sadhu, sadhu, sadhu.
Metta Bhavana. Now we're going to practice loving-kindness meditation. We practice this so that we can have a peaceful mind right now, so we don't get angry in the future, and so we benefit from this good karma in future lives as well. If we practice loving-kindness meditation often, then when people say mean or rude things to us, we won't get angry so easily. This is just one of the many benefits of practicing loving-kindness meditation. So, sit with your back straight, put your hands together on your lap, and try really hard not to open your eyes or move your hands or body. We want to make our bodies very still so our minds can become quiet and concentrated. This can be hard sometimes, but the more we practice, the easier it gets, doesn't it? And if there are people around us, it's nice if we can sit still so that we don't bother them. Now, you may not notice anything happening in your mind as you practice this. That's okay. Sometimes we don't see the results right away. But if we're mature and have confidence in the Supreme Buddha's teachings, then we're willing to wait to see the results from our hard work. Now, listen silently and think in this way as one of our Dhamma friends recites the reminders of loving kindness.
Sadhu, sadhu, sadhu. May I be free from anger, free from ill will, free from jealousy. May I be free from mental suffering, free from physical suffering. May I live in peace. May I live happily. May all beings in this place be free from anger, free from ill will, free from jealousy. May they be free from mental suffering, free from physical suffering. May they live in peace. May they live happily. May all beings in this neighborhood be free from anger, free from ill will, free from jealousy. May they be free from mental suffering, free from physical suffering. May they live in peace. May they live happily. May all beings in this city be free from anger, free from ill will, free from jealousy. May they be free from mental suffering, free from physical suffering. May they live in peace. May they live happily. May all beings in this province be free from anger, free from ill will, free from jealousy. May they be free from mental suffering, free from physical suffering. May they live in peace. May they live happily. May all beings in this country be free from anger, free from ill will, free from jealousy. May they be free from mental suffering, free from physical suffering. May they live in peace. May they live happily. be free from anger, free from ill will, free from jealousy. May they be free from mental suffering, free from physical suffering. May they live in peace. May they live happily. May all beings be free from anger, free from ill will, free from jealousy. May they be free from mental suffering, free from physical suffering. May they live in peace. May they live happily. Sadhu, sadhu, sadhu.
I'm so happy that we were able to spend time together today. We hope that you learned something new, and we really hope that you can use what you learned as you go about the rest of your day. I really love what the Bhante said in the talk today. He said, don't think about what you haven't got from your parents. Think about what you have got from the Supreme Buddha. You know, when our mind isn't well trained, we easily think about all the things that we want but don't have. But when we're trained to remember all the blessings that we have and all the good instructions we have from the Supreme Buddha, then our minds can become happy and peaceful, and we're on the path to remove all the defilements from our minds. Now let's share merits. May our teachers, our relatives, our friends all rejoice in the good actions that we've done here today. May they soon experience for themselves the supreme bliss of Nibbana in this Gautama Buddha's dispensation. Sadhu, sadhu, sadhu. Namo Buddhaya.